Good morning. A little update on my blog here from me and Jed, who's decided to come and stand in front of the camera. I've got Jed settled, hopefully you can hear me a bit better. And so my sabbatical so far, and one of those pillars is exercise. So I was trying to do some kind of exercise every day. So far, managed that, but at least a couple of mile walk each day, but also some running. I ran Park Run in Dorchester, first park run I've done for many years, which is a 5k free kind of mass run all over the country and all over the world now, but I've not run one for a while, so managed to plod my way around that on a fairly warmish morning. Reasonable time of 28.5 minutes. Quite like to get that down a bit, but not bad when I was on a new course and finding my way around. This evening, or my normal game of football on a Monday night. I'm not quite sure when I'll end up posting this, but I'll put that out. Put this out as soon as I can. But yeah, football tonight, so trying to keep my kind of body a little bit healthy at least. And then prayer, that I have a fairly regular routine of prayer at the moment using the Hallow app, which is quite contemplative and reflective, using a lot of Lectio Divina, which is looking at a passage of scripture a number of times. I find that kind of a helpful thing and fits with my spirituality quite well. And it's just some space, some time to reflect and to be silent as well. So I'm spending my prayer time using that, and I think I'm discovering more and more as I begin to settle and slow. My prayer is just about awareness during the day, awareness of things that I can be thankful for. And I guess this is one of those things which I hope will overflow into daily life more and more, that as things happen around me, for good or for ill, you notice those things that to be thankful for, and perhaps those things that are going on internally as well, that just in moments of pause that you just offer those to God. So I guess there's those moments of awareness that are just kind of permeating my life at the moment. Writing, I'm trying to write every day, and I have written every day in my journal or on the blog here. It's just a helpful discipline for me for connecting some of the dots of things that are going on for me, which probably connects well to my reading. I think I've rediscovered reading. I know that it's something which I'd kind of lost that habit and the routine of, I've got to admit, over the past years. But I've been reading some good books. One by Richard Carter, 100 Ways, 100 Ways for Living, 100 Reasons for Living. Just I've been using as little daily reflections, just like I say earlier, about noticing and recognising the presence of God in ordinary, everyday things, and that book's been a really good companion for me so far. Also reading a couple of books which I didn't intend to read because they have particularly similar themes. One is called Sabbath, Sabbath as Resistance by Walter Brueggemann, an eminent theologian, and then another book around pilgrimage. And both of those books seem to have, or the things that I've brought out from them are around about how, as people, we have an ability or something in us that wants to control situations and circumstances all the time, that we control by producing or making stuff, or just having control over all the decisions that are going on. And actually, in reality, the world we live in is uncontrollable in many ways, and we can't have control. And the sense of trying to control everything and our inability to do that makes us work harder and harder, and produces within us an anxiety. And I think I noticed that. Insect going across the screen here that I can see, little hoverfly. I can see within me that over the past years there's been times where I've tried to control the uncontrollable, that as things and situations, well, if I just work harder, if I just do this, if I just do that, then I can control the uncontrollable. Some control, call it a messiah complex, the fact that we can kind of save everything. And I think I know that, and I've known that that's not something I can do in terms of controlling everything, but it kind of seeps in, especially when things feel a bit fragile. And the anxiety builds as we just work more and think we should be able to control everything, have the answers for every situation, that everything rests on our shoulders. And I think I've been guilty a bit of that over the years. And so I've been doing some reflecting on that, and I think there's some probably deeper thinking to do as well. Well, I won't go on for too much longer. Maybe I'll take you for a little wander down to the ocean here. At Ringstead, and just say a few words about my final thing that I wanted to update on today. So let's get hold of the tripod. And so let's take this down. It's quite windy. I hope the sound quality is not too bad. I've got this fancy new gimbal stand. Thank you, Mike, for gifting me this to make these videos on. So here we are. I'll stand up here for a few minutes. And so the big kind of update, and I wrote about a little while ago, was that a little bit out of the blue, that I've decided to make a pilgrimage, St Cuthbert's Way, from Melrose in the Scottish Borders over to the east coast of Northumbria to Holy Islands, Lindisfarne, following on this spiritual and physical pilgrimage, approximately 100 kilometres, 60 odd miles. If I go the right way and don't make any mistakes, the reality is it'll probably be a bit longer than that. Hoping to walk it in four and a bit days. Walking it alone, staying in different B&Bs or pubs in the evenings. And it'll be a first for me to make this kind of pilgrimage of my own. A bit of solitude, a bit of time to pray. It's going to be quite a physical challenge for me. It doesn't sound a huge one, but I think walking 15, 16, 17 miles a day, every day for 4 or 5 days is probably going to be reasonably difficult, carrying all my my pack as well with everything that I have, not getting anything transferred. So that's in just over a week's time, so I'm just starting to make some preparations for that. It'll be quite the challenge, and kind of holding it little bit nervously, looking forward to it as well. It was hard being away for a period of time, but I hope it'll be a chance to pray, to learn more about myself, to encounter God in a new way, and to pray for all you good folk as well who perhaps are watching on this video from the benefice and from further afield as well. Well, it's been good to check in. Sorry for rambling on for too long. Let's just perhaps finish by taking a pause this day. Perhaps noticing in yourself anything that you're thankful for. For me, I didn't plan to come to Ringsted this morning, but the urge just took me. I was out dropping Emma at school. I'd already dropped one of the cars to pull to the garage, and I had a bit of freedom in the day. So I'm trying to take up those spontaneous, impromptu things. And I thought, well, I can be in Ringsted in 20 odd minutes, so why don't we do our dog walk and a bit of exercise here? So that's why I've ended up here. I'm thankful for this moment today. So I hope that whatever your day looks like, you may have moments of thankfulness as well. Well, thank you for checking in with me today and with Jed, and goodbye from us.